In this video, you're going to learn the song Blockades by Muse from their album Simulation Theory, so keep watching. Hello, I'm Paul Douglas. I'm a musician with decades of experience in recording, performing and writing music. This channel is dedicated to helping the 21st century musician. If you're new here, then please consider subscribing to the channel by clicking that button just below the video player. You can buy the Muse album from the links in the description below, where you can also see and buy any of the equipment I use to make my YouTube videos. Blockades then. The song is in D minor. Now this guitar tuning is drop D tuning. If you don't know what that is, then it's the same as standard tuning, except that the low E string is tuned down a whole tone, a whole step, to D. So the notes we have on the guitar are D, A, D, G, B and E. Now Matt sounds like he uses the whammy bar a lot in this song. You can see on this guitar I don't have a whammy bar. I don't really use whammy bars generally. So what I do is I substitute the whammy bar movement with slides and bends, and if you want you can do the same. Okay, so the song starts with the fast arpeggiated figure on the synth. That's a D minor arpeggio, and that goes on for 4 bars, then the guitar comes in. Now the first little intro figure starts on the 5th fret on the A string, which is a D. That's held for 2 bars, and then we go down to, with a bit of sliding or whammy work, the 3rd fret on the low E string. That's held for 1 bar, and then we slowly bend up the 5th fret on the low E string like this. So that little bit goes like this. Then we go back up to the 5th fret on the A string, that D again. Again, we hold that for 2 bars. This time we're going to go up to fret 9 on the G string, but we're actually going to bend that up a semitone so it sounds out an F note, and then we're going to play 9, 7, 6 on the G string. So I'll put that whole little intro section together for you. It goes like this. And then we're into the first verse. Now under the verse, the guitar is actually quite low down in the mix, but you can hear it if you listen carefully. Here we're going to do palm muted sort of gallops on several notes throughout the verse. The first one is a D, which is the open lowest string. We're then going to play an F, which is the 3rd fret on that string. And then we're going to go up to A, which is the 7th fret on that string. So underneath the verse, the guitar part goes something like this. And that verse riff is played 4 times. We're then into the pre-chorus, and this has no guitar. It has a piano playing sustained chords. If you wanted to play those chords on the guitar, those 4 chords are G minor, D minor, A, and D minor with a B flat added, and then a standard D minor. Then we're going to do most of that again, G minor, D minor, but then we play the A chord for 2 bars. And now we're into the chorus. Now this is all power chords on the lowest 3 strings. Now because we're in drop D tuning, to play power chords on the low 3 strings, all you've got to do is bar across them. And you can move that shape up and down the neck and you'll get a nice power chord. We start at the 12th fret on the lower string. We're going to play that note there, 12th fret, which is a D. And then we're going to play the D power chord, just the open strings, 6 times like this. Slightly palm muting there, you'll notice. So it goes like this. And And then we're going to repeat that sort of pattern throughout the chorus. That was a D power chord. The next one, we're going to move down to the 10th fret and play a C power chord. We're going to start by playing the note on the D string and then the power chord, like we did before. We're then going to go down to a G power chord, which is the 5th fret. Again, play the D string note and then the chord. And then we're going to do the open strings. Again, play the D string and then the power chord 6 times. So if I play that all through for you so far, we've got this. We then move up to the C again, at the 10th fret. We then drop 2 frets to the 8th fret, which is a B flat. And then we drop 1 fret to the 7th fret, which is an A, and we stay on that like this. And I do a little slide down at the end there. That's the first half of the chorus. The second half of the chorus is similar, but the end changes slightly. So we start in the same way, then go down to the C, then the G again, and then the open strings again. So far that's the same. This is where it changes. We then go to the G, which is the 5th fret one, and then we go to the A, which is the 7th fret. And then to finish off the chorus, what we're going to do is play some fast palm muted 16th notes. And those notes are A, B, C and C sharp. And they are at the 7th, 9th, 10th and 11th frets. And they are played like this. I'll play them slowly for you. I'll play through the whole. That's the chorus done. There's a little joining bit between the chorus and the second verse. This is similar to the second half of the intro. This starts on the 7th fret on the G string, which is a D. Matt uses the whammy bar here to lower the pitch. I'm just going to do a bit of a slide, a bit of vibrato. We're then going to go up to the 9th fret on the G string, but bend it up a semitone. And then we're going to play 9, 7, 6 on the G string. And then we're going to trill on that note there, like this, so going from 6 to 7 on that G string. So if I play that whole little joining section for you. Then we're into the second verse. This has the same riff in it as the first verse, except it's only played 2 times through this time instead of 4. Then we have that same piano-based pre-chorus as before, and we have another chorus which is exactly the same as the first. And then we're into the fun part, the guitar solo. Sounds like Matt might be using some sort of fuzz octaver effect in this solo, maybe adding in the lower octave to the notes, maybe even a bit of wah in there. I don't know exactly what he's using. I'm just using a straight distorted sound here. Again, Matt uses the whammy bar a lot here. I'm substituting bends and slides for his whammy bar histrionics. We're going to start on the 7th fret on the low E string, which is that A note there. We're going to slide that down. We're then going to go up to the 14th fret on the G string, bend it up a semitone and release it. Then 12, 14. Then we're going to play 14, bending it up a semitone again. And then 14, 12. Then we're going to slide down to 9. Then we're going to play 9, 10, 12, 10, 9. And then we're going to play 9 and hammer off and pull on 9, 10, 9, 7. So if I put all that together for you slowly, it goes like this. We stay on that G string and we play 7, 8, 9, 8, 7. Then we're going to drop to the D string and play 10, 7, 10, like this. Back to the G string again, 10, 9, 8, 7. So that bit goes like this. Now we have what I think is the hardest bit in this solo. Is a little ascending run that goes like this. What you have there is on the low E you've got 14, 15. All these are hammer-ons, by the way. You pick the first one, hammer on the second. So 14, 15 low E, 11, 12 A string, 11, 12 D string, 14, 15 D string, and then 14, 15 G string. I'll play that through slowly. Then the last part of the solo is a lot of groups of 4 notes. In these groups we pick the first notes and then hammer on and pull off the next 3. There are 6 different patterns we're going to play here. The first one's a bit of a stretch. It's like this. We're going to play 15, 10, 11, 10 on the B string like this. We actually play that 8 times. The next figure, we're going to play 13, 10, 11, 10 on the B string. So that's like this. We play that one 4 times. We're then going to slide up a bit on the B string and play 17, 14, 15, 14. So that's 3 of the patterns. Then I'm going to slide up a little bit further. We're going to play 18, 15, 17, 15. That's played 8 times. The next pattern, onto the E string this time, 17, 13, 15, 13. And the last pattern, 17, 12, 13, 12. So we have 6 patterns there. So the first pattern's played 8 times, then the 2 and 3 are played 4 times, then the 4th pattern is played 8 times, and then 5 and 6 are played 4 times. If I put all that together for you, quite slowly, it should sound like this. I shall play through the whole guitar solo for you slowly. Then after that guitar solo, we have the last chorus, ending with a D power chord and slide down at the 12th fret on those lowest 3 strings. And that's it. That is the end of the song. Question of the day. Have you heard Muse's album, Simulation Theory? What do you think of it? Do you like the new style, or do you want them to go back to the more heavy guitar-driven sound from earlier in their career? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, then please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified of new videos. And don't forget to check out the links in the description below. Keep making music, and I'll see you again in the next video. Cheers.